Friday night, I called up Pastor Mike and I said, any special attire for Sunday? He said, no, just wear your normal Sunday clothes. And yesterday morning, I called you, and it was a new plan. Now it was this thing. This is a barong, for those of you who don't know. And I thought to myself, oh no, I got a busy day. Where do I find a barong? And come to find out, I'd bought one for last year's anniversary. And I just put this thing on a hanger inside of a plastic and put it there, and a special undershirt, and all I had to do was just take out that thing and it was completely ready. These things don't change. So I look like a ghost because, brown skin and white skin and white that don't go together. But you and I aren't barongs, we are believers. And we want the change. We want barongs to stay the same. And in 20 years, I can just pull this thing out. You can call me Sunday morning and say, you need to wear a barong. I say, okay, here it is, ready. But we're not barongs. We change, we're believers. And that's the story of Louis, and that's the story of Francis, who's going to come and share with us in just a second. We heard some messages 2 weeks ago about the steps of growth in our Christian life. And we start as attenders, and that's pretty good. Then we move on to being learners, and that's even better. Then we transition into being workers. And so we want to be people who are here. This is home. We're learners because this is our school, our spiritual school. And then we work for the Lord. This is our workplace. And Frances is one of those people that has grown in those terms. And I want her to come forward and share her story.
Like Pastor Steve just said, my name is Frances, and I worship at the North. So for those of you here in the South who may not know me, let me just tell you a little bit about myself. Sorry, I'm a little nervous. So I started attending the life group in La Mesa on Wednesday nights back in April of last year. And Pastor Steve, thankfully, he got us started on the Chronicles right away. And he encouraged us to finish both batches and attend break time 1 and 2. And because of that, I've accepted the Lord as my Savior, as well as my daughter and my brother and his wife, and even Brother Emilio and his wife Ruth. I mean, it's like almost our whole life group accepted the Lord and was baptized at that time. But since then, although I have been saved, there was still a particular part of my life that I was struggling with that needed lots of prayers and lots of work. I feel though as if God has given me a new set of eyes to see, because now I see things a lot differently. I see things more clearly. Before I used to just do things without even thinking twice, not realizing that it wasn't pleasing to the eyes of God. But like it says in Exodus 33:13, it says that if I have found grace in your sight, show me now your way, that I may know you and find grace in you. And when I think about that, it encourages me to think about what I'm going to do before I do it. Think if this is what I'm supposed to be doing. And just being able to evaluate myself with God's guidance has helped me to lift that stronghold from my life. And I just feel like I've been set free, and I can just place my focus on God alone. And I'm just very grateful for that. And it's just an awesome feeling just to, it's very hard to come up here and talk to people or just express how God has worked in your life without being emotional, because it's a very big deal. And I don't think I'm going to ever completely understand how he's able to do that for me, because of the way I used to be. And God has just been really working on me internally and just helping me deal with the feelings that I've been dealing with, feelings of loneliness, insecurities. And he's helped me, though, now to understand what it means when I say that Jesus is more than enough for me. And so on a lighter note, he's just been working on me, and my focus has been on him. I've been able to give back to him in more ways than I could ever think of. And I know I never thought that I would be able to do the things that I've done for him now, and I could never repay him for what he's done for me. And so I've been helping out with the children's ministry as a teacher's assistant, and quickly after that I was asked to also teach the children at times, and I was thinking, am I really the right person for this? I mean, I'm still just learning. I don't have the knowledge to lead others, but I knew in my heart that this is what I wanted to do. I wanted to give back, because nothing can repay what he's done for me. And so the little bit that I can do, I was willing to do it. In Proverbs 16:9, it says that a man's heart has a plan for him, but God will direct your steps. And so that's what he's done in my life. He's also helped me, he's called on me to also become a life group leader. So I never thought that I would be, and so although, like Louis said, he's a work in progress, I too am still a very new Christian, but I am very happy that these things have happened in my life from last year, April, to now. God has just worked in me in more ways than I can ever express. And so I'm just very grateful for that. And I just like to encourage anybody who feels like God has been calling on them to serve him and they feel like they can't do it, just know that nothing is impossible with God in our lives. So I just thank everybody for allowing me to share my testimony with you guys today. Thank you.